I realize that most of fandom does not make a lot of sense, but I would love to hear your take on someone continuing to root or stopping rooting for a team that no longer has the characteristic that caused them to start rooting for the team in the first place. That is such a great thought and something to chew on and a perspective. And I guess the question is being posed out there because of like the A's from Oakland to Sacramento to Las Vegas. And so for a lot of fans who say, well, I can't be a fan of this anymore because one of the foundations of why I loved this team is that you also wore the name of my city or my region on your chest. You represented us. You represented me. You represented my history, my traditions, and then to just ditch all of that and so quickly and without a lot of effort in trying to stay, at least outwardly effort trying to stay. I mean, I think it makes a lot of sense. It's like a relationship. If two people grow apart, or if one person, in this case, one person grows different or apart and is not who they were 3 years ago, 3 decades ago, it's no surprise that the other person says, well, I don't like you very much if you're going to change and be something different and treat me terribly and then leave me. So I agree with you. Most fandom doesn't make sense why people are loyal to things and why they're loyal through some of the worst times and decisions and all that stuff. But that's the nature of sports. We are fans because a lot of times it's tradition. And actually, I will say this, more often than not, when you stick with something, you are greatly rewarded by it. And all those points of lows, and I'm not even talking about wins and losses here, but all those low points, like they stick with you and they make you appreciate the high points even more. So a lot of times, most times with good circumstances, even when you survive the bad stuff, you are greatly rewarded by the good stuff. But in terms of, yes, stopping rooting for a team or maybe continuing to root for a team that changes, I don't know. I guess I understand anybody who has had enough of something and has no choice but to turn away and try something different as a fan.